How to stay fit and healthy as a digital marketer. Okay, you're doing digital marketing and you got it made, right? You can just sit on the couch, you can play on your laptop, you got a pillow on your lap. It ain't healthy, man. It's not healthy. Stick with me in this video and I'll give you 5 steps you can do to stay healthy as a digital marketer. Hey guys, look, I know you want to stay healthy, but the healthiest thing you can do right now for yourself and your family and everybody else is to hit that subscribe button right down there. It'll keep you super healthy. I swear it will. Okay, it won't keep you healthy, but it'll keep the channel healthy. Please hit that subscribe button there and turn on all bell notifications so that you are notified every single time I do a new video. Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you to do is work from the floor. Yes, get down on the floor and work. Will that be comfortable? No, it won't be comfortable. You won't be able to do it for long. And you know what? That's why I'm telling you to do that, because it'll make you get up and move. Okay, you got to get up and move. Now, I'm not really saying work from the floor all the time. Sometimes I work from a desk, sometimes I work from the couch, sometimes I work from a coffee shop. Bottom line is keep moving around. Don't stay planted in the same spot all day long. Now I'm doing these videos today and doing these videos today I have to stay planted in the same spot, but I am getting up and walking around and doing stuff. Okay, so the important thing is don't get in a situation where you're so, you know, I see these gaming chairs they have now where you can actually lay back in them and you can be so comfortable all the time that you never want to get up. You know, I think I heard somewhere that sitting is the new smoking, something like that. Yeah, sitting is the new smoking. In other words, sitting down is not that good for you. You need to get up and move around. Keep that in mind if you're going to be a digital marketer, because it's really easy just to sit. Number 2, drink lots of water. Now, drinking lots of water will help you move around. Why is that? Because you got to get up and pee. Okay, bottom line. So if you drink a lot of water, not only will it hydrate you, but it's going to make you get up and get rid of that water. So you want to be drinking that water, and I've got mine right here. I'll take a sip real quick. I got to do it anyhow, but I have it down here all day long. I go through a bunch of those because I know it's good for me. I know it's going to flush out all the toxins and all that. Drinking a lot of water can help make you healthy. It's crazy, a simple thing like that, and it's so simple, and yet 99% of the people don't do it. They don't drink water all day. They're terribly dehydrated, and that's what gets you sick. That's what gets you run down. That's what causes headaches and aches and pains and all this stuff, is not drinking enough water. So number 2 is drink water. And number 3 is schedule a few walks a day. Now, I think one of the best things you can do is have a dog. Have a dog. Why? Because the dog's going to make you walk. Okay, the dog's going to want you to go to the door and open the door and let him out to go to the bathroom. The dog's going to want to go play with a toy. They're going to make you get up and play with that toy, but you got to walk. You got to walk, guys. Walking is so very important. I saw one of my neighbors the other day, and she had been a little heavy, not real heavy, but a little heavy, and she was so skinny. I said, what'd you do? She said, well, since the pandemic hit, I had to work from home, and in working from home I decided I was going to just get out and walk some during the day. And she scheduled like 3 or 4 walks a day. She just went outside her house, got her dog, and walking the dog, dogs love it too, and she walked around the neighborhood. Just doing that little bit of extra exercise probably knocked, I'd say, 30-40 pounds off of her. It was amazing. So can you schedule a few walks a day? Absolutely you can. They don't have to be long. They don't have to be hour-long walks. You know, maybe you live in a neighborhood, you can walk around the block. Maybe you have a big yard, you can walk around that 2 or 3 times. But get up and walk. Walking is so very important. You don't have to run. I know a lot of people say, well, you know, you got to go for a run to really get your heart rate up. There's other ways to get your heart rate up, and if you can't run, you know, maybe you got bad knees. My knees are kind of blown out at this point, so I don't run, but I bike and I do other exercises and I walk. Okay, so do what you can do. I think it's like a all or nothing thing with some people that are like, well, I can't work out because I don't know, I've got a bad shoulder. Okay, well then use your legs, use your other arm, sit up, do other things. You use what you can use. You obviously have something that you can use. I remember Sean Stevenson, who was a great motivational speaker. I had the privilege of meeting him at a meeting in Beverly Hills one day. But Sean Stevenson exercised. He was in a wheelchair his whole life, but he would get down on the ground and he would move his arms and his legs as much as he could, because he knew that's all he could do. So you need to do what you can do and not concentrate on what you can't do. And we're going to get to that in just a second too, after we get past this walk thing. The next thing I want to tell you about is to eat right. Now, this is also something that's not an all or nothing deal. It's not like, well, I can't eat all healthy because of this happens and this happens and I had a cheat meal here. That's okay, but that doesn't mean you have to eat all unhealthy because you can't eat all healthy. I see people do that. They go, well, I already messed up, I ate that cheeseburger, so heck with it, I'm just going to eat fries and I'm going to eat mac and cheese and meatloaf for the rest of the week. Why? Because you messed up one meal. You could do your next meal healthy. Okay, you could do that. That's a possibility. Okay, so because you can't do it all at the same time, or you can't do it all or nothing, because you can't run, you don't walk, it's silliness. Okay, because you can't use your right shoulder, you don't use your whole body, it's silliness. Okay, same thing with food. You know, it's one of those things that, you know, yeah, you're going to mess up, you're not going to be perfect. The cleanest eaters in the world, I'm sure, sometimes eat unhealthy. And that's good for you, because what it does is it kind of satisfies that craving for whatever you want, and then you go back to eating healthy. But try to eat healthy, guys. If you eat bad and you don't exercise, you're staying at home, you're on one of these little laptops all day long, you're going to ultimately not feel good and you're going to be unhealthy. Now, last thing I'll say on eating is nobody agrees on anything. Nobody agrees on anything. It used to be we shouldn't eat butter and eggs and all that because they were bad for you, because they were high in cholesterol, and then we found out that that cholesterol doesn't even hurt you, that the kind of oils that they were trying to give us, like vegetable oil and, you know, sunflower oil and all that kind of stuff, was actually bad for us because they were hydrogenating oils from vegetables, which is not natural, but they had to do that to make it into an oil. Got so complicated. And then it was, you know, only eat protein, only eat vegetables, don't eat meat, do eat meat, do eat cereals and grains, they're good for you, don't eat cereals and grains. The only thing that I figured out of all this, I figured out two things. Okay, the first thing is try not to eat chemicals. I mean, that makes sense, right? I think everybody can agree on that. Chemicals aren't good for you, so stay away from chemicals. If you're trying to figure out how to eat right, look at the label. If the label says it has a bunch of chemicals, don't eat that. Okay, and I think the second thing that almost everybody agrees on is don't overeat. Okay, don't overeat. If you eat too much food, it's not good for you. It's hard on your digestive system, it's hard on your heart and lungs and everything, because all that food's got to move through your body. So, you know, don't eat chemicals and don't overeat. I think we can all agree on those two things, right? Can we all agree on that? Yeah. Number 5, you're gonna hate me on this one, you're gonna hate me. Are you ready? You have to exercise. You have to exercise. You have to exercise. This is a requirement to stay alive. Now, let me tell you something about exercise. Come on in here. You may not realize it, but it's not comfortable. Exercise isn't comfortable. Okay, but here's the truth. If you just do things that are comfortable for you in life, you won't do too well. You won't do too well. If you only eat foods that taste good, you won't do too well. Okay, if you don't ever try anything that's difficult, you'll never grow. So you need an exercise plan. Now people will say, well, should I do aerobic exercise? Should I you know, lift weights? Should I, you know, walk? What should I do? You really should do all of it. Yeah. you really need to. And you don't have to actually use weights. You could use your body weights. You can do calisthenics, you can do pull-ups, you can do push-ups, you can do sit-ups. You can get a stationary bike. I know we have a stationary bike, and I use that bike. I actually, you know, use it probably 3 or 4 days a week. We bought it in the beginning of the pandemic. Everything is judged in pandemic terms now, right? Maybe if you're watching this years later, that will be well forgotten, but right now it's like everything is pandemic terms, you know. Oh, I remember in the beginning of the pandemic, remember halfway through the pandemic, you know, I don't even know, are we through it? I don't know. We have vaccinations out there now, so if you're watching this, we're at the vaccination stage, and they said everybody over 65 could get the vaccine. Those are the first people because they were the highest risk. And today I woke up and I read an article, and today's date, just so you know, because you may see this video a month or two later because we edit later, is January 28th, and they said that the people over 65, it's recommended that they don't get the vaccine because there's not enough proven evidence that it could harm them. But the entire year they've been saying those are the people that need to get it when we get the vaccine. It's all exhausting, isn't it, guys? Do what you think's best. Okay, do what you think's best. You know what's right. You know what's right in your heart. You know about moderation. You know about getting exercise, and get on an exercise plan. Get your bike, get your treadmill, you know, do some calisthenics. There's plenty of really great videos on YouTube on exercise now. We watch a bunch of them. Find ones you like, and you know, I think that's kind of cheating on YouTube though, because they could do a workout that you like and you have to come back and watch it over and over and over and you get a bunch of views, and that seems like that's cheating, but I don't know. But I enjoy them and I do them, and there's a lot of good ones there for you, so make sure you do that. Exercise is really important. Being a digital marketer is a decided advantage because you can work from home, you can work from anywhere you want in the world. The downside to it is you've got to change your lifestyle. It's too sedentary. You sit around too much. It's not good for you. So make sure that you are getting an exercise plan. Make sure that you are eating right. Make sure that you are moving around. Make sure you are getting water. Make sure you're doing all these things, guys. They're really super important. And yeah, they take effort, but so did learning how to do digital marketing, right? I mean, so did the stage we got to where we could actually work from home. And if I'm talking to you and you're working from home, you figured something out. Okay, you did something, but you can figure out these other things too. Don't let these things take you down. So important that you do these things and stay healthy. We want you to stay healthy, because if you don't stay healthy, you won't feel like doing anything, will you? So super important that you do that. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you apply these things. As a matter of fact, when and if you apply these things, put it in the comments below. What kind of results did you get by applying the things I taught you in this video? I want to know, did you lose some weight? Did you feel healthier? Did you sleep better? What was it? Okay, did you get worn out? I hope so. I hope you worked out and got worn out, because that's a good thing. Thank you so much for watching the video. There is a free course below, $97 course for a limited time. You can click on it and get it for free. If you need good marketing software, this is my promotion for Kartra. I am an affiliate for them, but I don't really do any brand deals with them or anything like that. I just like them so much. It's the greatest marketing software I've ever seen. There's a link below. You can click on that link and you can watch an entire video on Kartra, tell you all about it. And if you like it, which I know you will if you watch this video, you're going to want it. And if you use my link below, you can get it for only $1 trial, $1 trial. So that's pretty good. Thank you so much for listening, guys. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, that's the healthiest thing you can do. I told you that in the beginning, right? Subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to turn on bell notifications, ring the bell, so that you're notified every single time I do a new video and when I go live. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right there so you can be notified every time I do a new video. Also, click on one of those videos there. Keep watching on my channel.